Good morning, good morning. Ooh, we rolling, y'all. I'm running slightly late this morning, honey. I was dragging this morning for some odd reason. I did not want to get up. I did not want to get up. I was sleeping so good. I said, let me get an extra 15 minutes in, Lord. Ooh, child. Well, we are up and out. It's cold as hell this morning. It is freezing. As you guys can see, I am headed in the office. We didn't get this unexpected ice and stuff they were talking about yet, so it's to the office I go. Yes, I'll be home tomorrow, though. I'll work from home tomorrow. Yes, honey, thank y'all for being here. Good morning, good morning. Happy hump day to everyone. Hopefully you guys are safe and warm this morning, honey, for all of you guys that have snow and ice and all this craziness, all this crazy type of weather. I hope you guys are bundled up. You are warm. I hope everybody has power at home. I hope everybody is doing well this morning, honey. Because listen, I've been watching the news where there's so many states that they're suffering from this damn weather. I hope everybody's fine. Prayers to you all, honey. I hope everybody's having a beautiful morning. You got your coffee and your tea, and you're getting where you need to be. All right. Hopefully, also you guys had a chance to check out our pop-in from yesterday. If not, then hurry on over there and check it out. And also don't forget to hit the like button on that, okay? Once again, thank you guys again for getting me to 13K. I couldn't have done it without you and your support and love for the channel. I appreciate you all. I can't say it enough, okay? We are well over 13K now. The numbers are still growing. So thank you all for the support. Ooh. Why are these folks driving like this morning? Y'all are doing a lot. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I got a little bit of road rage this morning. Jesus. Anywho and anyway, let's get on into the show, child. My God. Celebrity news is first, but let's do our disclaimer. Everything said in the video is alleged and in my opinion, okay? And of course, fair use of entertainment, okay? Yes. All right, so let's get into it. First topic of the day. Wendy Williams' manager, okay? Her manager did a sit-down interview. His name is Will Selby. He does an interview with Angela Yee on her Way Up podcast. And he reveals that Wendy Williams used to use him to make her ex-husband, Kevin Hunter, jealous, you guys. I was like, why are you telling us now? All right, so Will Selby, which is Wendy Williams' ex-manager, says that Wendy would be all close up on him and like hanging all on him like he was her man or whatever. And she would be in pictures and cuddled up with him with her arm inside his arm, like being real cozy with him because she was trying to make Kevin jealous, because during that time Kevin was kind of stepping out on her and disrespecting her. So she was on her get back and trying to use him in order to do it. Okay, to make Kevin think that she was messing around with this dude. And so Will Selby also goes on to say that Wendy is now home and kind of staying out of the limelight after the last 15 years, which was so stressful and hard for her, and dealing with her health and, of course, her divorce from Kevin, okay? And, of course, y'all know he's been taking her ass back and forth to court trying to get money from her, okay, for like alimony and all that, which that got denied. But Will Selby also goes on to say that Wendy will be like rubbing on him. He said it was very uncomfortable, but he kind of went with it because that was his boss. Y'all know how it be. But I was like, shit, my boss rubbing up on me. I'm like, you don't get the hell up off me. Okay? Yeah, no, I don't give a damn what your title is. You will not be up on me like that. No, sir. Okay? That is, it's the sexual harassment. That is what that's called. But yeah, he said that when they would take photos, she would take photos that she would pull him into photos and would like be all up on him like he was her man in order to make Kevin jealous. And he says he kind of regrets that she used him back then to get back at Kevin. And Kevin would get mad too, even though he was out cheating with Sabrina, the girl that he had a baby with, which is so damn crazy. He would get mad and be all puffy and be wanting to come after the manager for being all up on Wendy, when whole time he had a whole situationship for up to like 10 years or so, and then turned around and had a whole baby on Wendy. So that's crazy. I was like, damn, Wendy out here on her get back. Y'all know sometimes women do be playing them kind of games, be trying to make the man jealous when they know that they be out there on the BS. So they be like, oh, you gonna play? I'm gonna play too. I'm gonna beat you at your game. You know, I ain't gonna be on that. If you on the bullshit with me, I'm out. I don't have time for them kind of games. I'm grown. I'm grown. You don't want to do right, I gotta go. Because it's somebody out there, you in somebody else's way. That's how I look at it. The person that's really supposed to be there, you in their way. So I'm gonna go on and free myself, like Fantasia say, baby. And go on so that one can come on in, honey, and do what they need to do. That's how I look at it. Don't waste my time. Don't waste my time, baby. I got to go. That's what that is, and that's what that be like. But moving on, honey, to the next topic. Kiki Jabar went live yesterday, or rather last night, okay? And she reveals some things. She reveals that she is going to be filming for the new season. I think she is already filming for the new season of Love and Marriage Huntsville. I don't know if she was supposed to tell that, but y'all know how Carlos and On is when they start telling things prior to. Kiki, I don't think you should have told that, sis. She also reveals that Tisha, I'm sorry, my husband texted me. Okay. So she also reveals that Tisha must have been on drugs, honey, when she got caught stealing cosmetics out of Belk's department store, and she used her child to actually hide and or steal the cosmetics, and the people in the store caught Tisha, and Tisha wound up getting locked up. So she gave the cosmetics to her child, and for the child to put in, I think it was like a stroller that Tisha took up in there. They were watching her the whole time. So when she did that, they were like, nah, come on with us. So Tisha wound up getting arrested for stealing out of Belk's department store. Kiki reveals that, okay? And she says that that Wanda taught her how to steal, because it says that Wanda will be stealing as well and using their private information to be going into stores to be trying to get refunds and stuff on stuff, like stealing clothes and going back trying to take the clothes back to get the money for it. Stuff like, I was like, what the hell? Y'all be on the bull shit. But she said that Tisha wound up going to jail for stealing. So she said that since Tisha want to be out here trying to say that she's on drugs, and for her to be stealing and where she stole from the drug dealer, y'all remember at the reunion, she says, I guess Tisha was on drugs too when she was in Belk's department store stealing cosmetics. I was like, child, who is out here going to jail for some damn lipstick and some Maybelline? Like, is it that serious? Like, shit. Oh my God. Oh my God, Tisha. Like, Tisha, Belk's too, Belk's. Do anybody still shop at Belk's? I don't remember last time I went in Belk's. Child, do what you gotta do out here, honey. Anywho, they were asking about Kimmy, what she thought about Kimmy. She says, Kimmy is Team Scott regardless, but she was saying that, but Kimmy, my thing is, Kimmy didn't show that at the reunion, because when Carlos asked Kimmy if she thought that Marceau and Tisha had infidelities in their marriage, it took about 20 minutes to damn say something. She dropped her head like, damn, why you asking me? Like, we all know they got infidelities. Like, hell, I'm dealing with them too. You know, Tisha, I feel like Tisha and Kimmy, they're both dealing with the same thing. You married to Scott brothers and they both think the same. I mean, wasn't it brought out at the reunion, at the last reunion, that there was some type of threesomes and stuff going on at Credit One? When Maurice tried to be defensive, saying somebody's going to wrestle around and get sued. But my whole thing is, then you go live and you show Credit One, where it's like a whole club, aka a boom boom room, with all these neon lights up in there. Like, who is doing business? He's in there in the dark with these neon lights all over the office. It looks like a club, like a party spot. So who is in there fixing people's credit with neon lights and shit on? That just looks nasty to me. But then you turn around and say you've had fivesomes. I believe that some stuff was going on up over there in their office. Now they done moved it from over there, I'm going to say to Black, because we've been hearing rumors that there's some type of boom boom room or some special room in Black, which is where Tisha's makeup artist was caught with Marceau, allegedly. So, yeah, I kind of believe that's what's going on. Yeah, Kimmy said, well, the fellas needed a place where they could go and smoke their cigars and be drinking or whatever, just have some guy time. Okay, keep thinking that, Kimmy. Your husband just sat beside you and told you he liked to have fivesomes. And apparently you weren't a part of those fivesomes. So what did that tell you? He also lied to you and told you that he was not in Atlanta when Marceau and Martel and them were in Atlanta, where Ariane was as well. And then there he sits in the picture. So you already know he's going to lie to you. You already know he's going to lie to you. So I believe that they all probably be involved with those said type situations. That's why Marceau knows so much about Martel and what's going on between him and Ariane. Then I got a question. Are you guys having threesomes too? Marceau, Martel, and Ariane? Because Ariane did say that Martel got very upset at Marceau being very touchy-feely towards Ariane and be trying to hug and all up on her. Why do you feel comfortable to be touching her like that if you haven't had some type of encounter? And I'm just being alleged. I'm just being alleged and saying allegedly. Why do you feel comfortable being all up on this girl and rubbing her and, like, you know, trying to hug her and all that? Ariane said that Marceau had to check. I mean, that Martel had to check Marceau because he was kind of touchy-feely towards her. So, I don't know. It gives weird vibes. It gives weird vibes. All right, so Keke also goes on to say that there's a lot of proof on Marceau actually running around on Tisha. She's still on that. She says, but she's not going to tell anything now, okay? She also goes on to say that she and her sister have witnessed inappropriate behavior with Marceau. And she says that that he's been doing it for years, okay? But she says that Tisha will not leave. So she says that it's pointless for her to tell Tisha anything because Tisha is never going to leave. And she's going to always use the opportunity to flip it on her to make it seem like she's just trying to break up her marriage when really she's just trying to tell her that your husband is seen out here doing some stuff that's inappropriate. You know, she was like, I'm tired of telling Tisha what's going on. She said the last situation they talked about at the reunion, where she tried to tell her and even played her a phone call and even brought the guy that actually saw said situations. And Tisha didn't want to believe it. She ran back and told Marceau. Marceau gave her that speech where y'all know he talking 100 circles to where Tisha didn't believe it. So he was able to manipulate Tisha. And then she turned around and blamed Keke for telling her that it happened. But my thing is, Tisha, you sat there and said at the reunion, last reunion, that you went to Keke when you found out Marceau had the pictures of the girl with the butt. When he was the girl was sending the butt pictures to Marceau, you ran to Keke to talk to her about it. But then you get mad at Keke and say Keke doesn't know anything about infidelity in your marriage. But you just sat there and said that Keke was the one that came to you. How did Keke know about the text message where the girl said it was a midday work surprise if you had not gone to her and shared that with her? That's my thing. If you don't want people in your business, then stop telling it. If you are allowing your husband to cheat in peace, don't keep calling my damn phone and crying to me when he's doing shit if you don't want me to say something. And then if I see something in the future and I come to you with it, don't get mad at me for doing my due diligence to let you know that your husband ain't shit. That's what Keke was trying to say. Now I got to ride with her on that. But don't keep bothering me about your issues and your marital stuff if you really don't want help. I get it might hurt that he's running around on you. But bottom line is, when I'm coming and trying to be there for you as a cousin, when I'm trying to ride for you and telling you, hey, several people have seen your husband out here being inappropriate. Hell, I told y'all about a video where Stormy and Courtney walked up on him the same weekend that Tisha was in Atlanta for the Beyonce concert. Marceau was sitting outside in his car with the doors up at a club with females all up in his face. Courtney and Stormy walked up on him and say, hey, what you doing here? He looked surprised. And the girls that were standing by his car walked away. So what were you doing? What kind of inappropriate conversation were you having while Tisha was away? That's my question. She's so stupid. She's so stupid. And then I want to get back in the workforce. I saw a clip, an old clip from Love and Marriage Huntsville I was looking at last night where Tisha was telling him, and she act like a little kid when she go to Marceau about stuff she want to do. When it sat down, she said, so I got something I want to talk to you about. I've been thinking about going back into the workforce, Marceau, and you know, because it's too much on me just being a full-time mom. I want to work. And she's talking to him like she's 16. He gonna cut across her while she's talking and say, well, Tisha, we've already discussed this. It's already been discussed. By who? You? Because if my memory serves me correct, Tisha is an adult. But she has allowed Marceau to dumb her down into being this child who just listens to everything he says, because Marceau and all the Scott boys feel like women don't have a voice. So Tisha, she just sit there and stomp off and be mad like a 16-year-old when she doesn't get her way or when he tell her she can't do something. Why is he allowed to tell you what you can do and what you can't do? I don't understand that. Why can he tell you you can go to work and you can't? It's been decided that when Macy goes to school, then we'll reconsider you going back to work. Where your daughter's in school now. Tisha is still a stay-at-home mom now. So what's really going on? Marceau wants to keep Tisha bogged down and keep her busy so that she don't have time to be running around seeing what he's doing. Okay? That's all it is. She's stupid. You better wake up. But you always, and when Keke called her dumb at the reunion, I'm not dumb. Don't call me, you are dumb, stupid. I don't like to call people stupid and dumb, but you are dumb, sis. Like, it's red flags all around you, and you just, it's like you oblivious. You like this with the red flags. You ain't looking at them, girl, and they right there in your face. How many people got to come up and tell you that your husband is seen out here doing inappropriate shit? Even your mama think he cheating. Even your mama think he cheating. Like, it can't be a coincidence that everybody is saying that. And I'm not saying she should leave him. If you are happy to stay in that situation, stay there. I ain't never gonna care more about your situation than you. Stay and be miserable another 18 years. It's not a flex to be bragging about being with somebody for 18 years when they cheating on you and running around and going out on trips out of the country when you begging him to go, and he making up excuses about him being depressed and he need time away from his family, and you can't reach him on his phone because he's talking about he ain't got no service. But then when he take you to Africa, he got all the service in the world. Red flag. He told Tisha, I didn't have no service over there. Bullshit, boy. You don't think people in Africa have cell phones? That's why you couldn't reach me, because I didn't have no good service over in Africa. He done took her ass over there, and all he was doing was staying on his phone looking miserable as hell. Marceau was miserable as hell over there with Tisha and the kids. He looked like, God, is this the last day? Like, how many more days we got over here? I'm sick of this. Oh my God. I could not live like that. I could not live like that. But she says that Marceau, like I said, he's been doing all of this stuff to Tisha for years. And that anytime anybody comes to Tisha and try to tell her, we've seen Tisha do the same shit with Mel. When Mel said, if you want to know what Marceau is doing, go down there to the bar. Because Marceau was also hanging with Martel. Martel is like a female, and he talks about everything he sees and or know about. He was coming home pillow talking to Mel, just like he do with Ariana. Go back telling all the business. You can't do shit around Martel, because he gonna go back and tell that shit. So that's how Melody knew what Marceau was on. And Mel was trying to drop some nuggets with Tisha and say, hey, if you want to know what he's doing while you worrying about me and Martel and our marital issues, go down there to the same bar where Martel be down there with Marceau, and you'll see what he's doing. Tisha got mad and flipped it on Mel and says, well, that's why your husband, see? That's why your husband got matching BMWs with his side chick. Okay. And neither one of them got the BMWs no more. Let me tell you what the real flex is. Martel ain't got the BMW no more. Ariana's got repossessed. Okay. Melody left him and divorced him and living way better than both of them put together, and living better than you and Marceau. So the real flex is that Melody won in this situation while you were so happy to throw some shit in her face when she was only trying to help you. So, hey, child, stay and let him cheat in peace. Who cares at this point? I wouldn't tell her another thing. If I saw him, if I walked in a hotel room and saw him in action, I wouldn't tell her a damn thing. Okay? I wouldn't tell her a damn thing. But she said she done showed Tisha so much proof when it comes to Marceau. Tisha just will not leave. I think Tisha is afraid to be on her own. I don't think she knows. She done been with Marceau, and he done kept her home so long. She don't have a work history. She don't have shit. She don't have nothing to fall back on. And he purposely did that. He purposely did that. Marceau is a hot damn mess. But Tisha, you always say there's no proof. Nobody brought me no proof. Let me give you some proof, because I just posted it on my Facebook page, where your own husband got fired from the damn movie theater for being inappropriate with a white girl. Yeah, that's proof. Your husband lost his job at the movie theater, not because he was fired. I mean, not because he quit, but because he was fired for being inappropriate with a white girl who also worked there. I posted a picture of Marceau and the white girl on my page. Go over there and look at it. But you don't have no proof? Y'all know I post receipts. I don't play over here. I'm going to post receipts, baby. Keep on saying you ain't got no proof. Keep running to Marceau and asking him, is it true? What you think he going to say? Yeah? Because the alternative to that is you're going to be mad. He know you ain't going nowhere. You're going to be mad and pout. You probably not going to cook or some shit like that. You probably not going to give him none, which he don't care, because he probably already got hoes lined up where he can go out here and get what he want anyway. Because Tisha don't look like she know what the hell she be doing anyway. Period. period. Not that I'm trying to be out in somebody's bedroom. She just gives lazy in the bedroom. It gives that. If you got to be making an appointment and write shit on the calendar to go down on your man, girl, bye. It gives it, yeah. But let's move on. I don't want to throw up in my car thinking about that shit. I don't want to throw up in my car. All right, next topic. Sean P. Diddy Combs, aka Brother Love Combs. He got about 50 names. Jesus. He has reached a settlement with Diageo and will no longer be a joint owner of the tequila brand De Leon or have any ties with Ciroc vodka whatsoever. So he lost that. That's a huge loss for him. He has no more affiliation with Ciroc. Okay, so when y'all see Ciroc, you ain't got nothing to do with Diddy no more. I got some Ciroc at the house. Okay, thank God. I can drink it in peace now and know that Diddy ain't got shit to do with it. Because when I think about him and all these FOs, it makes me want to throw up. Okay, it does. Now, they're saying that the embattled music mogul, which is Diddy, honey, and the liquor giant released a statement as of Tuesday, yesterday. Okay, they're saying that millions will be lost behind this deal gone wrong with Diddy. All right, they don't want nothing to do with him after all these sexual assault cases have come out against him. But they say it's a bad look to have any type of affiliations with him. So they cut all ties with Diddy. They said that several other companies also pulled out of business with Diddy as well, all right, since his settlement with Cassie Ventura for the sexual abuse. Diddy's life and his money is drying up. Diddy looks bad. A recent picture that I saw of him, he looks stressed the hell out. Diddy looks like he is just like over it. Like he looks bad. You could tell the stress and the weight of all these lawsuits and this public persona of him. And everything that's been going on with this case with Cassie coming out and exposing all this stuff on him. Because Diddy's been about image all of his life, his entire career. So now that people are disassociating themselves and not fooling with him and all these businesses are pulling rank. Young Miami, she ain't fooling with him no more. Like Diddy, he's really starting to feel the crunch of being alone. And I think Sloan Bella, which is the celebrity, I want to say psychic or advisor or whatever, she actually talked about a lot of people are not gonna fool with Diddy. A lot of it is, and it's happening. And not that I believe psychics, but she's always been spot on. Like she was on spot on. She not on spot on, but she was spot on when she talked about Diddy being exposed November. Like she gave a whole date and boom, like right there with Kim Porter, like right there. I swear to God, Cassie came right there and pulled the whole Diddy on Diddy with this damn lawsuit and exposed Diddy with the whole Kim Porter situation and everything. So Kim is also being vindicated in the whole situation with Cassie as well. So it was like a 2-for-1. Diddy looks stressed. He looks stressed. And he's going to be on my thumbnail so you guys can see just how Diddy looks now. I got a recent picture of Diddy and I'm going to put it in my thumbnail for this video so y'all can see just how stressed out he looks. The Grammys have said they don't want him there. Celebrities do not want to be seated by him. I talked about it yesterday. They don't want nothing to do with him. So it's going to be real lonely for him. All the people that he used to party with and hang out, they don't want nothing to do with him. People that he done wrong in the business, withheld their money, music royalties, stealing from them. Everybody's pulling rank. They don't want nothing to do with him. He looks stressed out. Stressed out. All right, but let's move on, honey. Peter Thomas got his damn beard shredded on IG yesterday for going live and saying that Donald Trump will most likely be president again and then pardon himself so he doesn't go to jail. So it was like he was trying to cap for Donald Trump on there running his mouth. I said, see, you should be worrying about your lawsuits, all right? Peter sounded like I said, he was happy to say that Donald Trump was going to be president again. I was like, that ain't going to benefit you, fool. That ain't gonna benefit you at all. But I think he should focus on his lawsuits and focus on the fact that you have many of them. Focus on the fact that you have no more restaurants now, thanks to your bad business decisions. Focus on your labor board case coming up here soon for not paying your employees. You got a lot of stuff you could be worried about, Peter. Your most recent DUI, that's a great thing to focus on, okay? Focus on your eviction from where you were living in Baltimore. You still got to face that as well. Peter got a lot of stuff he got going on. I see why the hell you out here drinking and driving. Fishtailing on the highway. I see why. Okay? Donald Trump, honey. Donald Trump need all the help he can get, and so do you. Don't be out here capping for somebody and capping for you. All right, moving on. I have one more thing to talk about with Peter, but I'm going to talk about it probably after this. Now, Disney decides to cut Jonathan Majors from another major film, okay? The film is called Magazine Dream. The film is said to have received high reviews so far, and it was said that the film would possibly have put him in a position to win a potential Oscar, you guys. They're saying that during the filming of the movie, that 2 months after Jonathan was found guilty and or arrested, 2 months after he got arrested, rather, for the DV allegations for his ex, Grace Jabari, it says that Magazine Dream, they decided to pull the movie Magazine Dream from actually airing, okay? And that was as of December of 2023. They were supposed to release it in December 2023, but they decided to pull it and yank it so that he, of course, would not, I guess, get that recognition for being in the movie. Now, this says also after Jonathan's guilty verdict that the film, like I said, they just shelved it altogether. So now he's lost that in addition to other Marvel movies, and he's supposed to be in the biopic for a basketball player as well, Dennis Rodman. So they don't want to fool with him right now with that going on. So now he's doing interviews trying to get his reputation back out there so that, you know, Hollywood would, I guess, receive him and let him work again. So we'll see what that's giving. That's not a good look. They be quick to write folk off with, you know, some of these white actors out here, they be in a lot of bullshit, DUIs and all that, and they take them back and they stay in movies. But when it comes to our people, they completely write them off. I feel like he can bounce back from this. Maybe he should go and get some therapy and show that he's really working on himself. I mean, maybe not so many interviews right now, but show them that you're going to therapy to show that you are working on this issue with you being aggressive. You know, that sometimes will make people have some sympathy for you and say, well, you know what? He is going to counseling to try to work on himself. Let's give him another chance, because he is a great actor. He just got a problem. He got anger issues. You hear that, Megan Good? He's got some anger issues. All right, while you out here being his damn Coretta, because y'all know this is his favorite thing to say. You need to be my Coretta, nigga. Goodbye. But anywho, and anyway, so one more thing on Peter Thomas. Peter Thomas is in the news again as he says that he plans to fight his recent DUI charges and claims that the field sobriety test that they gave him was flawed. Peter says that he will be 100% vindicated. He sound like Keke at the reunion. I will be vindicated 100%. I am not guilty. I said, oh, okay. That's Peter. Peter sound like your pouring hand is flawed because you don't know when to stop pouring. That's why your ass got a DUI now. That's what it's giving. That's the only thing that was flawed in this situation was your pouring hand. When you pour that damn Casamigos in your cup. Yeah. You pour that Casamigos up in your cup there and raw. That's what got you that DUI, sir. Okay. But he says that he will fight this because he felt that the sobriety test that they gave him, honey, was flawed. So he don't feel like he should be charged for that. We'll see how that happens, Peter. We will see how that happens, sir. Oh, there is ice down there. Oh, wow. Black ice, too. Y'all be careful, honey. All right. All right, so let's move on to the next topic. We got bored. All right, so Oakland schools, you guys, check this out. For any of you guys that live in or around Oakland, California, and you have children in those school districts, check this out. Oakland schools will allow COVID-positive students to attend classrooms as long as they aren't showing signs of symptoms. I don't like that. That's dangerous. Too many people have passed away from COVID. That is dangerous. Children want to play with other children. They don't care if they're sick. They don't understand the importance or the dangers of someone coming to school with COVID. Check this out. Now, they're saying that OUSD, okay, Oakland schools, made the announcement on Monday and based it on an updated guidance from the California Department of Public Health. Now, they're saying that the update guidelines moves towards a more symptom-based approach to COVID-19. They're saying it's similar to guidance for other illnesses, okay? It says that the new guidance removes the recommendation for a 5-day isolation period following a COVID-19 positive test, okay? Now, they're saying the OSD, Oakland Schools Department, says it also said that wearing a mask is optional. So even if your child got COVID, you can still come to school and you don't have to wear a mask. That is so, I don't understand that, y'all. I don't understand that. That says that the district asked that staff and students stay away from high-risk individuals while on campus. What do y'all think about that? What do y'all think about that? Oakland schools are saying that children are still permitted to come to school even though they have COVID. And it's optional for them to wear a mask. That they just need to stay away from people who are infected or have symptoms. How do you know if a person has symptoms, though? I mean, some people have COVID and they don't have any symptoms. That can be dangerous. And then you're passing it on to someone else. It's just, I mean, it's just protocol to just stay at home until it kind of rides itself out. And then you come out and be around people. You're going to have a whole school full of COVID positive students. Oakland, California, what are y'all doing? That's so irresponsible. Child, oh Lord, Cran Rock, honey, says that Diddy jacked up Zeus CEO by the neck and told him not to play with Cran. Cran is saying that she has stepped back from Zeus and that she is not doing any more filming with them because she says that they're not paying her what she's worth. They tried to give her a contract for $100K. She says that she feels that she is worth $200K and that she deserves $200K. So she has decided not to take on that contract for the $100K and not film with Zeus. Like, what else does she have going on besides getting paid from her social media antics? I don't understand. Your music sucks, so I don't see that really going anywhere. You're not in any movies. You're not in any videos. I mean, the only other thing you have is social media at this point. So I'm not understanding why you're turning down $100K. You are a mother now. Any amount of money that you can get, because I'm pretty sure whoever the father is, they're not paying child support. That's a stupid idea to tell Zeus, I'm not taking $100K. I feel like I'm worth $200K. And I get it, you want to get paid what you worth, but girl, you what is it that you are, talented in besides running around punching people? I mean, what do you do? What is your talent besides running around fighting? That's what they do it on Zeus. So go on over there and get that $100K and keep fighting, girl. I don't know what else to tell you. Like, damn, who else is going to be hiring you somewhere? Girl, goodbye. Yeah, but she said she is not going back to work at Zeus unless they pay her the $200K, all right? So, Diddy, while you out here advocating for Cran, you should be saving some of that energy for yourself and your upcoming lawsuits. People stay trying to be capping for other people and got the most stuff going on. Like, why you out here jacking up folk on her behalf? I get it, you might be trying to, make her a FO recipient. He act like he's trying to make Cran a FO recipient. You out here capping her and running around here jacking people up on her behalf. Where she gonna be like, oh, Diddy, you capping for me? Let me go do a few FOs for you, or some crazy mess like that. All right, so let's get into what I really want to talk about this morning, all right? Because I ran across this information. We just talked about this person in my pop-in video, honey. He is in trouble again. Pastor John Gray. And let me take the pastor off, okay? Because this is not giving pastor. Another woman has come forward exposing Pastor John Gray, or John Gray rather, okay? Yes, we talked about him the other night. John Gray has another woman. He's still cheating on his wife. Another woman come forward to expose him, y'all. He just ain't gonna stop. Now, there's an audio out of a woman saying that she knew John Gray since the early 2000s and that she met him on social media. They've been having some interactions inappropriately for quite some time now. She's been seeing him for quite some time, okay? She don't care about the wife. She don't care about the wife. The wife already done said, when she stood up in a whole video saying that she takes her vows seriously, that she's going to stay and be supportive of her husband because she believes in the whole for better or worse situation. How much worse is it got to get, though? Shit. Girl, do you not know that there's so many things out here that you can catch and not get rid of? trying to be loyal to someone that's not loyal to you. Like, sis, like, what is wrong with her? Now, of course, y'all know John Gray, honey, have been caught before sending pictures, nude pictures, and videos of his private parts of himself on social media to numerous women, you guys, okay? He even invited a woman into his home to have sexual relations with her while his wife was out of town, okay? Now, his wife, her name is Aventer Gray, is still sticking by him regardless. Now, all this proof have come out with him doing all of this inappropriate stuff. She has made a vow to stick and stay by this man, regardless to all of his cheating. I don't understand it, sis. And he's been caught, like I said, with multiple women. Multiple. And she's still sticking and staying by this man. Sticking and staying by this man, even while he's inviting women into your home. That shit is crazy. I said, oh, honey, you got to draw the line somewhere. You got to draw the line somewhere, sis. I see it, honey. All right, so let's continue, honey. All right, so they're saying that he's already had at least 4 to 5 scandals now. Take my glasses off. He's had at least 4 to 5 scandals now with other women, you guys. And he's saying that being a pastor is a business, and of course, it's easy coin for him. All right, and of course, his life it's looking like it revolves around money, women, and affairs and inappropriate behaviors. He's been caught doing a lot of inappropriate stuff. Now, John Gray, of course, stood up in his church to apologize for his other recent affairs. He hasn't spoken on this one yet with this particular woman, you guys. All right. So I don't know what is going on with him. The church actually received him back. They forgave him for those, which is so crazy. They're still allowing him to get up there and preach. And he keeps cheating and doing all these things. But then he likes to try to use the fact that he was violated as a child, which I do sympathize with that. I do sympathize with that, but you are an adult. When you are a child, you put away childish things. When you become an adult, you act as a man. Take accountability as a pastor. You are leading a flock of people. It's not okay for you to go out there and cheat and make excuses and hop up there and then give this apology and have fake tears so that your congregation will receive you and keep you as a pastor and keep paying you all their hard-earned money. Okay, that's the gig now with these pastors. T.D. Jakes did the same thing. Okay. Eddie Schlong did the same thing with his congregation. All right. Now, like I said, he's caught with this other woman who has called Tasha K up to air John Gray out because he told her that he no longer wanted to be a preacher anymore. This is what the woman is saying, that John Gray told her that he no longer wants to be a preacher anymore, nor does he want to be married to his wife, Aventer, anymore. The side chick also goes on to say that that she saw him up preaching New Year's Eve, and that's how she knew that he was lying. And he was also, his wife was also standing up there where he had his arm around his wife. So now she is upset and has decided to air him out and expose him because she says she feels that he has lied to her, saying that he didn't want his wife anymore. Cray, okay? Now, the woman says that he has a sexual addiction and that he doesn't mind disrespecting his wife because he's done it numerous times with her over the years. She's been seeing him since the 2000s, early 2000s. So now, of course, he's been sending her explicit pictures of his lower region. Okay. He's a big guy too, which I know that shit is gross. He is every bit of 300-400 pounds. Okay. This big old huge stomach. I don't know why he is doing that. Don't nobody want to see that. Don't nobody want to see that. He's like, look like a damn overweight Chippendale. And he is out here taking pictures of his naked body in his lower region and sending it to women on social media in an effort to have sexual situations with him. These I'm gonna call them pulpit pimps because that's what they are. They stay doing too much. These pastors stay doing too much, y'all. It's giving too much. They need to be sat down, and if they don't sit themselves down, God is gonna wind up sitting you down. Look at Eddie Long. Look at Eddie Long. He is not here anymore because he decided to play with God. He was sleeping with these young boys in the church before service and after. We did a live on it. I showed you guys the video where these young guys were saying that they were having sexual relationships with Eddie Long before service and even after service. They were saying they were getting bent over in the church house. Inappropriate. You don't play with God like that. And that's why he was walking around here looking like a emaciated mutt. He looked like a emaciated mutt, talking about he had this aggressive form of cancer, which I felt like, and I still feel like it was something else. Can I prove it? No. So I'm going to say allegedly. But I feel like it was something other than cancer. I feel like they were trying to clean it up by saying he had cancer. But I feel like it was some other stuff because he was messing with numerous boys and men. In the pulpit preaching to people, messing with men and young boys. One of the boys said that when he had the encounters with Eddie Long, he said that he would go home and he couldn't wash himself enough to get his cologne and that stench off. He said that even though he was standing in the shower for hours and shower and wash, he could not get his smell of the cologne off of him and his scent. And it made him sick. The boy said it made him sick. Another boy was out here, I told y'all, with a whole tattoo of Eddie Long's name up his arm. He had these boys so gone and was using church funds to fly these boys out on vacations and rent cars for them, giving them this life in order for him to be inappropriate with these boys, okay? TD Jakes was also recently exposed for being at these inappropriate parties with Diddy. And they were saying that he was involved in some FOs as well with Diddy. They called him a strong bottom. Like, these are things that just... It's so inappropriate when it comes to the church. And these pastors are now being exposed for playing with God and using God's people and attaching the Bible and the word of God to make what they're doing relevant. I'll say it that way. It's so inappropriate, guys. Find you a church that talks about the Bible and find a pastor that lives in that way. You have so many people that's turning away from the church because of stuff like this. They don't want to go to church because they see stuff like this. And then they feel like every single church does that. And that's not true. Yeah, they said that TD Jakes was a strong bottom. That's what they called him. Now John Gray is out here with mistress after mistress after mistress. And he's saying that he's tired of being married and he's tired of being a pastor because he's tired of not being able to live his real life. But the money is so good because he has this, huge church. He has a huge congregation where he's getting paid all this money and the clout and attention and the fame that's attached to it. So he doesn't want to let that go, but he also doesn't want to continue to being, this pastor. So it's like a catch-22 there. So am I going to still continue to play with God and play with God's people and keep getting this money and pulling the wool over people's eyes and keep going out here messing around with multiple women? Okay, you're going to mess around and get struck down. But he and his wife, Pastor John Gray, take the pastor off. He and his wife have been married for 13 years, you guys, okay? And he revealed, the mistress revealed that John Gray told her that he and his wife were married for 13 years and they slept together 51 times within 13 years. And he says that he and his wife have not slept together in the last 2 years, that she will not sleep with him, but she's still staying with him. So she ain't giving him none. How you know it's 51 times is my thing. Are you counting? Are you keeping a calendar to say, okay, number 50, number 51? How do you know that in 13 years that you slept with your wife in 51 times? And says that now it's been 2 years that he and his wife have not been intimate, okay? Maybe she's sleeping around. Maybe she's getting it from somewhere else. If she ain't giving it to you in 2 years, and she's used to being intimate with you, she's probably getting it from somewhere else, knowing that he is out sleeping around with multiple women. Because like I said, he's been caught with multiple women, you guys. But she's saying that she's going to stay with him and she's going to honor her vows. That's dangerous. That's dangerous. So he better stop playing with God before he wind up like Eddie Schlong out here, okay, with some aggressive form of cancer, as they called it. But it's going to be something else. Let him keep on, all right? Also came out to expose, y'all ready for this? Kirk Franklin. Kirk Franklin is being exposed as well. The singer, Mr. Stomp him. Kelly Price have come out to say that Kirk Franklin is zesty. She calls him zesty and says that he was doing some inappropriate things that she knows about when she was a judge on Sunday's Best. I kind of hinted on this before, but she's still speaking on it. She is throwing him under the bus. She's saying that Kirk Franklin is zesty, and she's trying to say that he is out here allegedly being with M-E-N, okay? M-E-N. He's zesty. Y'all know what zesty mean, honey. Zest, y'all know zest is the soap, but when they say zesty, that means they out here on the broke wrist, okay? So that's what she's trying to say that's going on with Kirk Franklin, that she's seen him doing a lot of inappropriate things while they were filming the show Sunday Best. Y'all know he is married to his wife. They've been married for years as well. So she has, I guess, pushed him out of the closet to tell the world that Kirk Franklin is zesty and that she's seen him do inappropriate things with the opposite sex, okay? A person who I like the most, who have come out and did a video to speak out on all the stuff that's going on with these pastors. I love this individual. I followed her career since way, way, way back, like in the 80s. I love her. Keke Winans. She can do no wrong in my eyes. She did a video. She was seen in a recent video saying to her congregation, because, you know, she has a church as well, that she have seen some things that made her very mad when it comes to the body of Christ and how people are living and playing with God. She says that she told her congregation that if they see her living in any way that's not lived up to the word of God, or that measures up to the word of God, to leave her church and not to stay out of obligation, because they love her and like her so much. She said that she wants her congregation to hold her accountable for any actions that do not display God. Listen, I love that. I love that she is standing firm on what she believes in, and that she is not falling victim to what these other pastors and other preachers are doing. Okay, I love Keke Winans. I have followed her when it was her and BB Winans, baby. I love her. She still looks beautiful. I love Keke Winans. She can do no wrong. Keke Winans says that she will not compromise her faith for worldly goods and to be accepted into cliques. I love that. And I respect that. So shout out to Keke Winans, baby, for coming out and speaking your truth and saying, baby, that no matter what, and no matter what nobody else decides to do, that, honey, it's going to be holiness for you. All right? I love that about Keke Winans, baby. Stand firm on what you believe and do not allow people to be out here making you feel like you got to conform to what they're doing in order to be accepted in certain cliques, honey. Because these church folk can be something, okay? Somebody said same BB and Keke Winans. I love them. I love them. What is one of my favorite songs from them? Y'all trying to get me to sing this morning? And y'all know, child, my singing voice in the morning sucks. What is one of my favorite songs from BB and Keke Winans? Let's see. Let's go old school. And I know all their songs because I'm a huge fan of BB and Keke Winans. Let me see, though. What song can I do when my voice won't crack this morning? Oh, my God. Because I got to go, y'all. Day by day, no more reaction. You are my center attraction. Every beat, my heartbeat is your song. The hurt and harm, you're my protection. The path I take is your direction. Because I know with you I can't go wrong. And ever since that day I asked you into my heart, my world has changed, so promise me you'll never part. 'Cause I'm lost without you. Hey, that's my song too. It's easy to see. That's my song. And I just keep holding on. So let me be the first to say, hey, and don't ever go away. Woo. No, don't ever go away. That's all I got, y'all, because y'all know in the mornings my voice. Ooh. But that's one of my favorite songs. I know like every single song from BB and Keke Winans. Somebody said that's my song. Baby, listen. That first album with BB and Keke Winans, where they had Whitney Houston on there, honey, with the hold up the light and all that. Ooh, baby. Let's say about 2, 3 o'clock, I can hit them Whitney Houston notes on that hold up the light. Don't play with me. Do not play with me on that hold up the light, okay? Yes, baby. That whole entire album, I know like every single song. I Owe You Me, every song on there. I'm a huge fan of BB and Keke Winans. I love them. I love the Winans. Don't get me started on the Winans, okay? Classic song. Yes, the Winans. Y'all remember the Winans? All the brothers, they all can sing. Every one of them, y'all. It's kind of like the Jabbar family. Everybody in the whole family can sing. Oh, my God. What's one of my favorite songs from the Winans? God, it's so many. It's so many. What is one of my favorite songs from the Winans? I gotta go. But what is one of my favorite songs? Y'all tell me one. Tell me one from the Winans. It's so many. Oh, y'all trying to get me to do a concert. But I'll sing some more for you guys in the pop-in, okay? Sometimes I can sing. I love to sing. I'm always singing. If I'm in the shower, I'm singing. I always sing, y'all. Yes. But I was trying to sing some more for you guys for the pop-in. My voice will be more open by then, because y'all know in the mornings my voice is just does not cooperate. But thank y'all so much for joining the live, okay? Yes, thank y'all for joining the live. Love you guys down. Mods, thank you guys for being here. Any content creators that joined us this morning, thank you guys for being here as well. Oh, Millions Didn't Make It is one of my favorites from the Winans. Y'all remember that song? Do y'all remember that song? Millions Didn't Make It, but I was one of the ones who did. If I could just make it up there. Oh, Lord, that is my song. Do y'all remember that? If I could just make it up there. Oh, my God. Don't get me started in here, y'all. I ain't gonna be able to work like that. I ain't gonna be able to work today. But thank y'all for being here, honey. I'm gonna sing some more for y'all. Y'all remind me, okay? I will sing some more for you guys today when we have our pop-in, I promise. Because y'all always ask me to sing. So I will sing for you guys then, okay? You guys have somebody said, yes, I remember that song. Y'all. Oh, and what's the other song? Jesus said, here I stand. Won't you please let me in? Y'all remember that? And you said, I will tomorrow. Y'all remember that? Don't get me started this morning. All right, but yeah. I love the Winans. Anything the Winans put out, I love. But you guys have an awesome day. I will see you guys later today for our pop-in, okay? Love you guys, and goodbye.